Welcome to A Taste of Theater, where everyone is a star. This is the place where playwrights from around the country will come to showcase one scene of their play. Today's star is shining bright on Margaret Mahdi. We will see a clip of her play, A Raisin in the Sun. And now, let's welcome our host, Victor Gulley. Welcome to A Taste of Theater, where everyone is a star. Today's star is shining bright on Margaret Mahdi out of Chicago, Illinois. And we will talk to her about her two productions that are coming out, Grease and A Raisin in the Sun. Margaret, introduce yourself.
My name is Margaret Mahdi. I am a director, playwright, and producer, and I am the founder of the Mahdi Theater Company in Chicago. Excellent.
And tell me, where were you raised at?
I was raised right on the south side of Chicago.
No way, get out of here.
Yes.
And what inspired you to get into theater?
All my life, I've always enjoyed the performing arts. I grew up watching musicals from The Wizard of Oz and many of them, Grease. And I always wanted to be on stage. I wanted to be an actress first. And it was always a fascination. And I went to school. I studied drama as a teenager, like at the Park District. And then in high school, I took some classes, and I furthered it in college. And I decided to continue with the craft and the study of it. I was fortunate to learn from great directors and producers, and I just fell in love with it. I love, the art is like another world. It's very magical, and you can be whatever you want to be on the stage, and it's a freedom. So I think the freedom of it is what inspired me to stay with productions and theater.
Well, I have to say, this woman is an incredible lady because it's hard enough to do one production at a time. She's doing two. So tell me, how is it managing The Wiz, A Raisin in the Sun, and Grease at the same time?
Yes. Well, both of the productions are going to be featured at different times. But while we have the energy and the zeal and the desire, we decided to go ahead and just do it. A Raisin in the Sun will take place first. The auditions are separate from that of Grease, a Chi-Town musical. Because we're creating more of an urban twist to that musical. Yeah. And A Raisin in the Sun, I was fortunate with the theater company, my theater company, we've been fortunate to produce that play years ago. So we're very familiar with the storyline behind it. So I don't look at it as being difficult to do both. As we are operating one rehearsals in the mornings, we will have the afternoon rehearsals for the musical, for Grease. And it just comes from time management, having a well-structured, well-organized committee, people who love doing what they do, and just staying busy. We've been doing this for quite some time, and we decided why wait months in advance. We already organized the budget, organized fundraising ideas. It's best to go ahead and move out on it, especially when people are calling to be a part of something. So we're just, if you see the need, do the need type of thing.
Wow, that is amazing. And tell me, what is it that you want people to walk away with after seeing first Grease and then A Raisin in the Sun?
Well, A Raisin in the Sun will be featured first in January. We want people to walk away, particularly the actors. My goal right now is to focus on channeling those committed persons who want a challenge. A lot of times in community theater, there are great scripts out there, but many of them aren't familiar with the classics. So I like to celebrate the classics. I like to bring awareness to the community that these classics still exist and we can be a part of them, especially the urban community. So for Raisin and the Sun, I want them to realize that they too can be a part of a great story that transpired many years ago. And as far as grief, they can be a part of that too if they want to relive a magical moment. Be it singing, dancing, acting, because a lot of times these actors, they may not be able to audition or get into the doors of the Goodman or Victoria Gardens or what have you. So we just want to offer a platform to them and to those who really want to excel in performing.
Wow, that is incredible. So I always say that each playwright has a ministry.
Yes.
And,
theater is, it is a form of a psychoanalysis, getting into the minds of people. It is a form of healing.
Yes.
And we want to, with Agent Muhammad and other playwrights, develop a platform where we could address the issues, particularly in our community. And what better way to do that than through pen and paper, presenting the stage, because it's like a detox. And a lot of times, people find it therapeutic. So I do agree that it's a ministry and it's very therapeutic and it's comforting and it's a lot of healing that takes place.
Yes. So what would you say would be your ministry then?
I would like to say it's a ministry of healing. I would like to say whatever scripted materials that I've written, The Spider's Web or The Hearts of Men, or even revisiting great classics. Whatever we do, I would like to look at it as a giving back, but also as a token of you can sit down, enjoy a piece of work, and perhaps see yourself on that stage. Or maybe there's an answer to a problem. Either you're trying to solve a problem and you're confused and you're conflicted, but wow, you went to a great play and you found the answer in that storyline. Whatever it may be, but I like to look at it as a form of healing and helping. It really strengthens the audience members when they're able to see something that's worthwhile. And they say, wow, you know, that was amazing. That play had me at the edge of my seat. Or even if it was like Raisin, you just laughed or you just danced along with the music. It's just, I just think it's a form of healing, you know, and we need more of it because the world is faced with a lot of violence, turmoil, and just chaos. And theater is, I think, that gateway of just coming into, like they say, imaginary circumstances, another world for that moment to put things in perspective.
Wow, that's incredible. So as I was listening to you, I was hearing that your ministry is primarily healing.
It is.
All right, that is really incredible. So when you go to see a Margaret Mahdi play, just know you're going to have a great time and your heart's going to get healed. It's going to be healing a whole bunch of issues that you're dealing with out there.
Yeah, that's the whole point of writers and actors. We have to tell the story because people are faced with many serious issues in their lives as we all are faced. And what better way to present them on the stage and for them to see a mirror. It's like a reflection. So, well, I haven't thought of it this way. So I think there's a lot of power behind the art. You know, the art of theater, the art of acting, the art of directing, the art of writing. It's like a mastermind of, there's just power behind it.
So, considering you've been doing this for a very long time, there are a lot of playwrights who would love to sit in your shoes for one day. So what advice could you give someone who's coming up into this field or wanting to get into this field?
That's a very, very good question. And no matter how long we've been doing it, we still ask ourselves those questions if we're humble enough. The first thing that comes to mind would be trust your instinct, because your instinct is your gift. That's the voice of reason, it's the voice of God, or theater, however way a person would like to describe it. I would like to describe it as the voice of God, because as artists, we tend to listen to the naysayers, and we are not totally sure all the time or confident. So we trust our instinct. A lot of times that's our guide. So that would be the first advice that I would give to anyone, and I'm striving to follow that advice myself. Just trusting that voice, because the voice, it won't lead you wrong. Trusting the voice, and also making sure that our motive for doing what we do is pure and clean. Analyzing why do we want to produce the play, why do we want to write the story, what is the objective. Just kind of put things in perspective, I think will help the up-and-coming playwright or even actor or whomever wants to be behind the scenes in the theater.
Wow. So, if you listen carefully, it is imperative that you have a pure heart coming into this, because it is going to be a lot of long hours, and if you're in this for the wrong reasons,
you won't survive.
You just really
you won't survive, and you'll be burned out, because the business is, there's a form of tainted to it, if that's a word. There's a form of it can be very brutal. So what will keep us on that path or some sort of right direction is just analyzing the good. You know, why did you come here in the first place? Well, God gave you talent. You want to nourish it. You want to share it with others. You want to help the world. Whatever, and all of the fame and riches and money and all that will come. But we just have to stay focused on the bigger goal.
Wow. That's great advice. So listen to what she's saying here. She's trying to help somebody. And also, one thing that I've always admired about your productions is you have always a large cast. And I know it's difficult dealing with sometimes getting 7 people to come to a rehearsal. And I've seen your production, it was School Days.
Yes, it was an adaptation of Spike Lee's School Days.
It was a great production, and you have a very large cast. How do you do it?
Well, again, it goes back to respecting everyone, going back to the motive, wanting everyone to participate. You know, there are a lot of thriving artists out here, so sometimes I'll just rewrite something just to give everybody face time, because they deserve it. They want to shine their light. So it's just being a people's person, starting off with respect, and just setting those ground rules. Very basic, doing unto others as you will want done unto you. Starting off with that motto, and then everything else just seems to fall in place.
Wow.
Time management, of course.
Yes. And also, how do people contact you if they were interested in being in one of your productions?
Well, I have a website. It's margaretmahdi.com, as well as I'm on Facebook. You can shoot an email at mahdistageplays.com. Oftentimes we advertise via Craigslist. It's a local advertising in the city. I think all cities have Craigslist.
Yes, they do.
We just advertise, and we have postings at colleges or performing arts centers, social media, the website, or email.
Now, I know there's always somebody out there that just doesn't have that pen handy, so you're going to have to give us that website.
Oh, sure. It's Margaret Mahdi, GARDTMAHDI.com, or mahdistageplays@yahoo.com. Excellent.
So, if you want to be in one of her productions, we'll have that website available, and you can definitely contact Margaret.
Thank you.
And you've been so kind enough not to even correct me, as I've been saying your name incorrectly all this time.
Oh, that's fine. Margaret Mahdi. That's fine.
All right. And also, what I'd like to always finish out with is, you have done so many productions, and yet and still you're giving people who never acted a chance to get face time. And I just want to commend you for that, because that right there is something that they may not ever get that chance anywhere. So how do you stay that humble, where you say, you know what, even though you've never acted before, and I've got a reputation here to protect, but I won't give you a shot.
Yeah, because sometimes their burning passion speaks loud. So we decide as our panel with Mahdi Theater Company, when we select the talent, we want to analyze that burning passion, because that just seems to, it does wonders, and that's how magic creates itself. We are a training ground. We want to be able to, for people to say, we started with the Mahdi Theater Company. We learned the techniques. We learned how to dissect a script or analyze a character. We learned this from this company. So that's what keeps us humble, because we are students of the art as well. Just like we'll be going to your festival, A Taste of Theater in October. We're still learning, so I think it's an even exchange all around, and just learning how to admit that you're a student of the art first. That's where the humility comes in.
That is awesome. And as we always say at A Taste of Theater where everyone is a star, including you. So we're going to watch a clip of your play now. And which one would you like for them to see at this time?
Well, I have with me a Raisin in the Sun.
That's awesome. So you're going to be watching a clip of A Raisin in the Sun done by Margaret Mahdi of the Mahdi Theater Company. And thank you for tuning in.
Look at it, man. You look young this morning. Yeah, just for a second. You look big. You look real young again. For a second. It's gone now. You look like yourself.
Man, if you don't shut up and leave me alone.
The first thing a man ought to learn out is not to make love to no colored woman so early in the morning. You are some evil people at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Sit down and have your breakfast, Travis.
Mom, this is private. Check on the
You get your line out money and eat your breakfast.
Well, this is the morning we supposed to learn in the December school.
Well, I ain't got no fixing this morning.
Teachers say we have to.
I don't care what teacher said. I ain't got it. Eat your breakfast.
I do.
Just hush up and eat.
You think Grandma will have it?
No, and I want you to stop asking for the money. You hear me?
Oh, golly. I don't ask her. She just give me it sometimes.
Travis, Willard, Young, I got way too much on me this morning before you got no Travis.
Well, if I make go here and go outside of the supermarket for a little while then.
Just hush, I said. If you don't need to go over there and pick up your bed. Come here. Come here. You don't take this brush, come here. And smooth out his head. Come here. Better. I'm gonna wait to get your stubborn ways. Go on and get your jacket. I had to. Looks kind of chilly out this morning.
Mom, how can you here go?
No, you can't go. It's just getting kind of cold out there these evenings now.
Where Wednesday that he wants to do?
Don't care if the girls get out to the supermarket.
Will I let him go?
I have to. She won't give me the 50 cents.
No. And why not?
Because we don't have it.
Now, what you tell the boy things like that for? Yes, sir. In fact, here's another 50 cents. Buy yourself some fruit today, or just take a taxi cab. You're gonna get down and go home to school.
All right, goodbye.
Yeah. Now that's my boy.
He said she was out.
Hey, why did you move? My children. I got one around here driving himself crazy about money all the time. And the other one's talking about things I ain't never gonna understand no for a fact. But she's changing the rule.
God, you just be hanging out too serious. You just got strong children. Take a strong woman like yourself to come in here.
Yeah, they spirit, dog. Got to admit they got spirit. And I like this little fact. Ain't never had no son. Look at it.
I love that old thing, don't you?
Well, I always wanted to have that little garden when I used to see down home. This little basket goes to have to have one. No feed, no waste time. Come too far from where I started from. Ooh, ain't nothing as dreary as a good as good on a dreary day. Nobody told me. Ooh, I'm not singing this morning. I thought that she thought. Ooh, believe. Ooh, come on, baby. Come on, darling.
I got some plans that can turn this city upside down. I think like you. I think big. Invest big. Gamble big. Hell, lose big if you have to. You know what I mean? It's hard to find a man on the whole south side that understands my kind of thinking you did. Look, man, we ought to sit down and talk sometime, man. I really got me some ideas, you know.
Oh, yeah, we'll have to do that sometime.
Yeah, I know when you get time. I know you a busy little boy.
Walter, please.
No, I know ain't nothing in the world as busy as these colored college boys with their fraternity.
Son, look at me. Son, look at me. You understand what I've done today, don't you? Son, I wish you'd say something. Son, I saw my family falling apart today. Falling apart right in front of my face. You couldn't have gone on like you did today. Talking about killing babies and wishing each other was dead. Son, when it gets to be this way, you got to get on out there and do things bigger. Push on out there and do things better. I wish you'd say something, son. I wish you'd say how deep inside you feel I've done the right thing.
Well, what you need me to say you done the right thing. You're the head of this family. You run our lives the way you want. With your money, you did what you wanted to do with it. What do you need me to say you done all right? Put it up the dream. You were always talking about.
Walter, wait! Just let me tell you, son, please, just let me expect your father's money, God, Walter! I don't own nothing. Son, I ain't never really wanted nothing unless it was for you. Honey, there's nothing more precious to me. Money, dreams, nothing at all. If it means it's going to destroy my boy,